good morning. We begin with provision for depreciation account method. Okay, we know we learned already. Whenever asset is purchased, asset account data to cash or bank, the same entry will continue. Whenever depreciation is charged, it will go to provision for depreciation account. Depreciation account data to provision for depreciation account. Then the depreciation will be charged to P&L account. If you are selling the asset, debit the depreciation on the asset which is sold. There is accumulated depreciation on the asset which is sold. Then record the cash or bank sale. Profit or loss will be transferred to P&L account. Asset will be at cost price. Simple. So far we were charging depreciation directly to the asset. Now we will take it to a separate account called as provision for depreciation account. So when depreciation is not recorded in the asset, it goes to a separate account. Okay, so asset will appear at cost price. Asset will appear at cost price. In ledger, it will appear at cost price. While preparing balance sheet, asset minus the total provision for depreciation will reduce. While preparing the balance sheet, we will put assets at cost minus accumulated depreciation we will do. Okay, I'll illustrate through the problem. The last class we have done question number 5. I'll continue with the same problem. Okay. Same problem, only thing is that the last line is different. A firm purchased on 1st January 96 certain machinery 19,40,000 and spent 60,000 on its erection. Read through the problem, we will solve it. The same problem, only thing is that we are not going to charge depreciation in the asset. The last line, look at, give machinery account and what? Provision for depreciation account as would stand at the end of 1996 to 2000. So the problem is same. Shall we? So whenever you are purchasing asset, same entry, asset account data to bank account 20 lakhs. Again on 1796, 10 lakhs. Okay, then closing balance will be 30 lakhs. 1797, we are purchasing another machine, but before that, we have to close the books on 31st December 96. So in machinery account, depreciation will not come. In machinery account, depreciation will not come. So this will be like 1197. 197 to balance brought down 30 lakhs. In 97 also, there is no purchase of asset. There is no purchase of asset or there is no sale of asset. So asset will appear at 30 lakhs. Cost price. Asset will be appearing at what price? Cost price. So if you look at, depreciation is not recorded in the asset account. So it will come as by to balance brought down in the next year. So in the asset account, don't copy, you can copy it at the end, I will give you time to copy. Okay, asset account data to bank, then closing balance. Next year also, to balance brought down, by balance carried down. You can find the asset is appearing at what price? At cost price. Because depreciation is going to be recorded in separate account called as provision for depreciation account. So when I open provision for depreciation account, okay, the depreciation, whatever is charged in the asset, it will come to the provision for depreciation account. On 31/12/96, by depreciation is nothing but for the first asset 10%, for second asset 6 months. Then you put to balance carry down 31/12/96 to balance carry down, of course, the total tally this, you will get 2,50,000. Then the next year 1197. Okay, so once again I repeat, the depreciation is recorded in the provision for depreciation account by depreciation 2,50,000 and the ledgers are closed. Okay, then next year 1197 by balance brought down. By balance brought down will be nothing but the closing balance of the last year. Then at the end of the second year, by depreciation, only two machines we are having. SLM we are following as of now. 20 lakh into 10% 2 lakh, 10 lakh into 10% 1 lakh. So on 31/12/97, to balance carry down. It will continue. Next year 1198 by balance brought down. By balance brought down 5,50,000. This accumulated depreciation will come. Then look at the problem. On 1798, look at on 1798, okay, we are selling the asset. We are selling the asset and sold for 8 lakhs and sold for how much? 8 lakhs. Plus we are purchasing fresh machine. So we'll see how to account it. First let us provide depreciation till the date of sale. On 1798, by depreciation, the first machinery 20 lakhs into 10% for 6 months, we will provide depreciation. Okay. Now we are selling the asset. Hope you remember the journal entry. What is the journal entry? Provision for depreciation account debtor, cash or bank account debtor to asset account. The balance may be profit or loss, it will be recorded. So we are going to record this depreciation. We are going to record this sale of asset. We are going to record this sale of asset. This is bank account debtor. For how much we sold? 8 lakhs. Right? Bank account debtor 8 lakhs. Check the problem. Bank account debtor 8 lakhs. We are selling for 8 lakhs. Then provision for depreciation account debtor. Bank account debtor 8 lakhs. Provision for depreciation account debtor. Accumulated depreciation. Whatever is charged so far. Check the depreciation account. First year we provided 10 lakh, this one. Second year we provided this one. Plus third year up to the date of sale. Okay, 5 lakhs is the provision for depreciation. To asset account. To machinery account is nothing but cost price. To machinery account is nothing but cost price. The balancing figure will be loss on sale of asset. P&L account debtor for the loss. You will get the same answer. You can check the loss problem. I request you to keep the loss problem solution in the previous method open. The balancing figure will be loss on sale. So bank account debtor 8 lakhs. Provision for depreciation account debtor is nothing but accumulated depreciation on the asset sold. Simple. Whenever depreciation is charged, it is going to provision for depreciation account. Whenever you are selling the asset, you have to close that particular depreciation on the asset sold. Okay. To asset account, since asset is recorded at cost, it will be credited at cost price. clear, 20 lakhs. The balancing figure becomes which one? Loss on sale. Okay, how this will be posted? In the asset account, bank account, provision for depreciation, P&L account will be credited. So let us go to the asset account. On 1798, by bank 8 lakhs, by provision for depreciation. By provision for depreciation is nothing but accumulated depreciation on the asset sold. What is accumulated depreciation on the asset sold? This 5 lakhs. By P&L account, the loss on sale is 7 lakhs. So this is how it is recorded. By bank for sale, by provision for depreciation, accumulated depreciation on the asset sold, by P&L account, it is becoming which one? Loss on sale. Then on the same date, 1798, we are buying the new machine. Okay. So if you tally this, you will get the balancing figure. By balance carried down. By balance carried down. By balance carried down is nothing but debit side item 45 lakhs minus all these amounts. All these amounts you add and reduce, you will get 25 lakhs. You can cross check your answer also. This 25 lakhs is nothing but cost of second and third emission. Okay, you can check. Cost of the second emission is 10 lakhs and third emission is 15 lakhs. Because the first emission is sold, there is no more with us. So cost of second and third emission will be with us. Right? Then let us come to the provision for depreciation account. Okay, at the end of the year, on 31/12/98, by depreciation, 10 lakh second mission, 10 lakh into 10%, this mission, 15 lakhs into 10% into 6/12. Of course, this will be closed. On 1798, by provision for depreciation, we put, that will also be closed here. 1798 to machinery account. Nothing but depreciation on assets sold. That 5 lakhs. Then to balance carry down will come. This is to balance carried down. This is a closing balance of depreciation. Then on 199, by balance brought down. Nothing but 3,25,000. 3,25,000. Once again, I repeat. Whenever the asset is sold, bank account debtor, provision for depreciation account debtor, P&L account debtor balancing figure to machinery cost price. This provision for depreciation is nothing but accumulated depreciation on the asset sold. Okay, so when you post this in ledger, it will come as by bank account, by provision for depreciation account, the loss is transferred to P&L account. This provision for depreciation 5 lakhs will be debited to that account, particular account. To machinery account, depreciation on the machine sold. Then at the end of the year, we charge depreciation on the second emission and third emission. Second emission and what? Third emission. Okay, then close the depreciation to balance carry down. This will be by balance brought down for the next year. Now let us see, suppose if the depreciation is changed prospectively, let it be prospective method or retrospective method, the asset will be same. Asset will appear at what price? Cost price. Asset value will not change. Prospective change or retrospective change, nothing will be changed in the asset. Okay, asset value will be same because we are not going to charge depreciation in the asset account. All adjustments will be made in what? Provision for depreciation account. Prospective change also. What is the closing balance? This 25 lakhs will come. No depreciation will be charged in the asset. The asset will continue at the same price. No depreciation will be charged in the asset. Retrospective method also. Okay. The depreciation will not be charged to the asset. Depreciation will not be charged to the asset. It will go to a separate account. It will go to a separate account, that is provision for depreciation account. So when you come to provision for depreciation account, here we have to charge the difference in value of the asset. Let us see. This working we have done already in the last class. This working already we have done in the last class. Apply the new method of depreciation for all the unsold asset from their purchase. That is 20% WDV. 20% WDV. Okay. So cost of the asset 10 lakhs minus 1 lakh first year, 9 lakh into 20%, 1 lakh 80, 7 lakh 20,000, depreciation for 98, 1 lakh 44. Okay, so this is 1 lakh 50,000. All these working we have done already. This will give us balance on this date. This we have done already. This working we have done already. You need not do this again. So this is the value of asset. What is the value of the asset as per new method WDV? This value plus this value. Right? Then what is the value of asset as per old method? That is SLM. How to find out? Simple. Either you can take the same answer or look at cost of the asset. Look at the cost of the asset. What is the cost of the asset? 25 lakhs. Clear? 25 lakhs is the cost of the asset. Minus the balance in depreciation. What is the balance in depreciation? 3,25,000. So it will give us the value of the asset as per SLM. Cost minus depreciation will give us the difference. So reduction in the value of asset. Reduction in the value of asset is nothing but 21,75,000 minus 19,26,000. Okay, reduction in the value of asset is 2,49,000. 2,49,000. Okay, this reduction in the value of asset. Reduction in the value of asset. Okay, one more thing which I am going to do. I'm going to change only for, I'm going to apply only for retrospective method. Prospective method let us not learn, with the retrospective change let us learn. Okay, so this 25 lakhs asset value will continue the same. Okay, now what happens is reduction in the value of asset is how much? 2,49,000. 2,49,000 is the reduction in the value of asset. As per old method, this is a value. As per new method, as per old new method, 19,26,000 is the value. As per old method, 21,75,000. From 21,75,000 to 19,26,000 we have to reduce. So earlier we used to charge this in plant account. Now it will go to provision for depreciation account. It will not go to plant account. This will be recorded. This change will be recorded in to provision for depreciation account. Okay. So whatever is a change, it will be recorded in what? Provision for depreciation account. So when you come to provision for depreciation account on 1/1/99 by P&L account, the difference will be recorded in provision for depreciation account. Then you will close it. No, currently depreciation we have to charge. By depreciation will be on the new value of the asset. What is the new value? What is the new value? This 19,26,000 into 20%. Like this depreciation will be provided. So this is with retrospective change. Prospective change is simple. On the new value, you just work out the depreciation. With the retrospective change means by balance brought down, by depreciation. The difference in the value of asset is recorded in provision for depreciation account. Earlier we used to take it in asset account, now in the provision for depreciation account. Then depreciation is charged as per the new method. Then 31/12/99 to balance carry down. To balance carry down is nothing but the total. Then 1/1/2000 by balance brought down. This is nothing but 9,59,200. 9,59,200 is the opening balance. Okay. Next year 31/12/2000 by depreciation. Simple. Last year on 19,26,000 we provided this amount. 19,26,000 into 20%. Okay, so this will be 19,26,000 WDV minus 3,85,200. This into 20%. Same depreciation amount will come. So simple. I'll recollect once again. Machinery is recorded at cost price. To bank, whenever you purchase 30 lakhs, second year there is no purchase, 30 lakhs. Depreciation goes to provision for depreciation account. By depreciation, whatever we were charging in the asset now goes to provision for depreciation account. To balance carried down. Next year, by balance brought down, by depreciation on the first mission and second mission, then to balance carried down. Next year, by balance brought down 5,50,000. One asset was sold on 1/7/98, charge depreciation till the date of sale. By depreciation, 20 lakh into 10% into 6/12. So when the asset is sold, bank account debt are 8 lakhs. Provision for depreciation account is nothing but accumulated depreciation on the asset sold. First year 2 lakhs, second year 2 lakhs, now 1 lakh, 5 lakh. To asset account for this cost 20 lakhs. Balancing for is loss on sale. When you post this in the asset account, it will come as by bank for sale, by provision for depreciation, by P&L account. Okay, this loss will be transferred to P&L account. This provision for depreciation will go to provision for depreciation account as to machinery account, depreciation on the asset sold. Then at the end of the year, we provided depreciation on second machine and third machine for 6 months. Okay. Second machine is there for throughout the year. Third machine we provided for 6 months. We get 3,25,000. Then asset also we close, we get 25 lakhs. That is the cost of second machine and third machine. Okay. So I'm not buying for prospective change, just retrospective change. That is most important for examination point of view also. See, let it be prospective change or retrospective change, the value of asset is not going to change. Clear? Whatever may be the method, the value of asset is not going to change. Asset value will change only when there is a purchase or sale of asset. Asset value will change only when there is a purchase or sale of asset. Here it is 25 lakhs. Opening balance, closing balance is same. Next year also opening balance and closing balance are going to be what? Same. Clear? So there is no change in value of the asset. Because of change in the method of depreciation, SLM or WDV, value will not change because asset will appear at what price? Cost price. This closing balance always represents what? Cost of the asset. Then when we come to change in the method of depreciation, we already worked out that particular thing. We worked out the asset, new method of depreciation. Okay, as per old method, it is 19,26,000. As per the new method, we worked out the value. Reduction in the value of the asset. P&L account data to provision for depreciation. P&L account data to provision for depreciation account is 2,49,000. At the end of the year, we are following WDV. New value of the asset, 19,26,000 into 20%. Then opening balance is the closing balance of the last year. Then next year, 19,26,000 is the last year value minus depreciation into 20%. We get the depreciation for the next year. 12,76,360. That is the value of the asset. And for balance sheet purpose, we will show the asset minus depreciation. At the end of the first year, 31,12,96. What is the asset cost price? What is the cost price of the asset? You can check the ledger accounts. Don't copy, I'll give you time to copy. This 30 lakhs is the asset cost. And depreciation will be there in the provision for depreciation account. This 2,50,000. So 30 lakhs is the asset cost. Less provision for depreciation. 2,50,000. It will appear as 27,50,000. You can even check the thing we have done in the previous method. The closing balance of the asset would have been 27,50,000. Then 31,12,97. 30 lakhs is the cost of the asset. Okay, there is no change in the cost of the asset. Next year also, 30 lakhs is the cost of the asset. Okay, 30 lakhs is the cost of the asset. What is the provision for depreciation for the second year? 5,50,000. It will be 5,50,000. So it will become 24,50,000. You can check also 31,12,97. Next year 31,12,98. Cost of the asset. If you check, it came to 45 lakhs. The closing balance of ledgers 45 lakhs. This is 3,25,000. So it will give us 41,75,000. 41,75,000. You can check even the ledger balances as per the old method also that we have done already. Sorry, 25 lakhs. Sorry, not 45 lakhs. 25 lakhs minus 3,25,000 will give us 21,75,000. So like this, while preparing balance sheet, asset minus depreciation will be recorded. Minus depreciation will be recorded. Now I request you to copy the answer. For the same fifth question, Okay. So the machine appears at cost price. Copy the machinery account. Copy the machinery account. You can pause and copy. Wherever required, I request you to pause the video and copy it. So even if there is a change in the method of depreciation, nothing is recorded in the asset. Everything goes to provision for depreciation account. So provision for depreciation account records all the depreciations. Copy this. You can pause and copy. This retrospective change working, amount charged to P&L account, we have done the working already. Don't do the working again. The same working. By depreciation, 19,26,000 into 20%. 19,26,000 into 20%. Next year, 19,26,000 minus 3,85,200 will give WDV, that into 20%. So for balance sheet, whatever is the asset balance minus depreciation balance. Asset balance every year, then closing balance accumulated depreciation, it will be reduced and it will be shown in the balance sheet. Now what I am requesting is, for the fourth question, try machinery account and the provision for depreciation account. Okay, try to work out. You can verify answer by yourself. The working for change in the method of depreciation with retrospective effect. I'm just changing the problem for solution for this purpose with the retrospective effect. So try to work out this fourth question under provision for depreciation account method. So in the examination, if the examiner would like to give a little tough problem in depreciation, they can go for asking this provision for depreciation account method. Okay. So depreciation accounting is important from 5 marks to 8 marks in the exam. Minimum 5 marks, maximum it goes up to 8 marks for examination point of view. Understanding of depreciation and provision for depreciation matters a lot for learning cash flow statement also. Like group 2 cash flow statement, it will have an impact.